Virgo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is your reading for the second half of July, general reading. I do offer personal readings. If you're interested, you can contact me. Below in the description box is my email address to set up a Zoom reading. Thank you, Virgo, in advance for the likes, the shares, comments, donations, contributions to the channel. I appreciate that. And let's see what's going on with the sign of Virgo, second half of July. I hope you guys are doing well. Virgo, what is happening with the sign of Virgo? Judgment is your first card. Justice, wow, okay. There could be some of you that's pretty literal, but there could be some legal issues here on for some of you that you're dealing with. But I feel like this is all about a decision to create movement forward, to create closure. This is a decision that either you or someone else is making, maybe with you or on behalf of you. I was going to say Taurus. I just read for Taurus. Virgo, that you finally have come to a realization here, Virgo, that you need to make a decision to move forward, to create peace, to create healing, to get things back into balance, and to put this behind you once and for all. Okay, judgment is very much closure and allowing things to heal and be put behind us, which results in that justice energy of balance and everything sort of working itself out. New beginnings in love, Ace of Cups with the Three of Swords. Okay, this is interesting because this is all about, possibly a third party in a new connection. Some of you have either made a decision to move on from, this is interesting because this new beginning in love, Ace of Cups, you're moving on. You're moving on to something new. You don't want to, or I feel like you are going through that healing process of something that was very painful for you. Maybe even the decision of something is very painful for you, Virgo. There could have been a decision here based around, for some of you, a third party. Like I said, it could be a divorce for some of you who might be married with those legal, cards sitting right there. Let me just ask about that because those came flying out together. Why the Three of Swords with the Ace of Cups? What is this in regards to for Virgo? Definitely new beginnings, guys. Ace of Wands, new beginnings. You are definitely moving on into a new path with somebody else. You are definitely feeling that your passion lies ahead of you. You are creating all of the healing, the peace, the closure here, because your passion lies somewhere else. There is somebody or something here that could be going through the heartache, or it could have simply been you saying, you know what, I am not going to subject myself to this, or I'm not going to allow a painful situation to continue. You're making a decision, maybe getting a separation, a divorce, whatever that may be for some of you, and you're moving into something new that you can create what you want. So you're creating with the Judgment. You're making a decision that I want these things, I want these qualities, I want these emotions to come forward in my connection that I have with the next person. Let me just clarify here. I think when I asked for both of those cards clarity, but you seem to learn from this, okay? There's a lot of healing, a lot of learning. There's a lot of realization. You're getting a big picture of this situation. You're getting the truth with justice and judgment. You're getting the truth of something. And you're learning from this, saying like, you're much more capable of creating what it is you really want, especially when it comes to a relationship. And even through some painful situations, even through a breakup, even through maybe some of you had to experience a third party or cheating or whatever that may be, you're saying, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to create different. This is not for me. You're not dwelling in that in a victim's mindset. You're moving forward. You're being truthful. You're being honest. Clarify the Three of Swords, specifically Three of Swords. Clarify this for me. Let's see what the Three of Swords is speaking. Three of Swords. Four of Wands. Yeah. So some of you did break. It was a family. It was a marriage. But again, you have stability here, Virgo, in your life. You are ensuring that you find a way and a will and a passion and the desire to go move forward with stability in yourself, in your life. I think you're leaving something off as best the terms that you can, with the most respect, the most sort of fairness. Okay, so it's interesting because Virgo, you're taking a very positive stance, and because you've thought this through. You've thought a lot about this. You thought about what was right, what was the most important to you, and you're making a final decision. You're making the decision because you're coming from a logical place. You're coming from a place as well as an emotional, heartfelt place here. It's like the best of both. Whoever you're dealing with, Virgo, I feel like they should feel a sense of being lucky or feeling like the way you've handled this, the way you choose to move forward in your life is actually for the better. It's for the better of the overall situation within that potential family or relationship union. Because there's other possibilities here that you know that love is bigger for you. There's more for you there. Okay, let's see what else is going on for you guys. You were trying to, King of Cups. This is interesting. I just read for Taurus, I think. Yeah, and this is a little bit of a similar energy here. King of Cups with the Eight of Wands, Two of Swords. I feel like some of you, before you even get involved in a relationship, okay? So some of you are moving into a relationship. Some of you are going to yell at me and say, I never want a relationship again. What are you talking about? And that's where I'm going to say here that you're going to be putting the energy in towards your self-love, into yourself. And the reason I see this here is because some of you, although that may be your long-term desire or there's something meant for you out there, I feel like the Eight of Wands, King of Cups, with the Ace of Wands, it's that Ace of Wands that's saying like, I'm going to find passion in me and love myself. I'm going to get myself back into, because you do have a lot of emotional stability here, Virgo. You have a lot of, the emotions that are still, it's like you're not being drowned out by emotions. Rather, you're sort of swimming. You're swimming in these emotions in a good way. You're making something of it for yourself. But I feel like some of you didn't really know what direction to go in. You didn't really know which way or how you wanted to move forward. I feel like some of you knew you had to move forward. And by spending the time with yourself, giving yourself the love, showing up for yourself and pursuing passions and new things for yourself, creating a new life, a new outlook, naturally the King of Cups is going to attract love. Naturally, you're going to be attractive to people because you're giving off an energy that you have closure, you have stability, that you feel love for yourself, that you're passionate about your life. And that's why I say, some of you, it's like we don't end things to go chase and replace another person. That's not sometimes people do that. That's not necessarily your agenda, but sometimes we don't even realize it's going to happen. And for some of you, it might happen sooner. If for some of you, it might happen later. And for some of you, maybe that's not what you want. You want to stay loving yourself and not feeling the mental confusion, or you're taking this mask off, Two of Swords. You're making decisions, but you just didn't quite know how you were going to go about doing that. But you're definitely moving in the direction of love for yourself, love for others, and attracting it. Let me ask for you for a second here. Let's just see, because there is that new beginning for some of you already. You've got two aces, one being a cup and an ace of wands, a lot of passion and love. And so there is that happening. Tell me about the King of Cups. Is there around love, relationships? Whoops. Six of Swords. Okay, so you're moving on. It's basically saying Virgo's moving on right now. You're moving on, you're leaving this behind you. But that, again, moving on to calmer, clearer waters. Like I said, you're not drowning in this, you're swimming in it. It's more of a calm place for you. It is something that does, I think it's kind of keeping an open door. One more here for King of Cups. You still have, yeah, some of you, okay, it's going to be slow. It's going to be slow. And I was saying it's going to have different paces for different people here. But the Knight of Pentacles, some of you may still have a little bit of a protective layer over you right now. You might have a little bit of a guard up, or you just want to plan. That's not uncommon for Virgos. You want things to be done right. You want to plan. You want to take things slow. It's like, first and foremost, let me move on. Let me get myself together, and then I'll think about another connection. But some of you may, like I said, you may not realize that you just happen to find somebody else, either by choice, like by pursuit, or by freak accident that you bump in or meet, or something happens in your life. So I feel like at the very least, it's your attitude of saying, this is what I really want, whether it's by myself or with another person. So at the bottom of the deck, the Star card with the Sun. You've got Aquarius and Leo energy there. I feel like you're not, this is like a wish, you know, it's kind of like, that would be great. That would add happiness. That would be awesome. It's a wish. You don't lose hope in what it is that you have in the vision. But in the meantime, the Star is also finding home, finding that home within yourself, the happiness within. And so a lot of you are going to, regardless, like I keep saying here, you're just feeling good about life. You're moving in a happy direction. But you're not losing hope or, you know, giving up on the idea of a new beginning with somebody else, somebody who shines a little brighter in your life. I feel like you're giving this off, okay? You're giving off a good attitude. You're giving off a sense of happiness. There's a sense of joy in your, because you did this in what you feel is a fair and just way. Queen of Swords is there. Sometimes it's like you don't have a decision. You don't have the decision. Somebody shows up and says, I decide I want to be attracted to you. Or, you know, there's like, sometimes we don't expect something. We don't expect it to show up. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to do your Wisdom of the Tao. I'm going to leave your reading there. Just seeing if there's more here around this energy, but there is it. It ultimately comes out you pacing yourself when it comes to entering new love for some of you. Some of you, when I said you don't have a choice, or you know, you didn't realize it was going to happen, that's the Queen of Swords, Two of Swords. You didn't see this coming. You didn't even know you were going to have a decision. Somebody comes into your life and it's like, here's the Ace of Cups. Here's the Ace of Wands. All of a sudden you realize you just feel something for somebody again, not knowing. Excuse me. All right, Wisdom of the Tao message. Let's see what this says. Coexist synergy. Cease your complaints and work as a team instead. You will breed unnecessary stress and pressure if you expect others to think or behave like you. Be empathetic. Everyone has a role to play. It's interesting because, you know, some of you definitely empathetic. Absolutely, you've had a lot of empathy during this process with the Justice, the Judgment, King of Cups, Ace of Cups. You got a lot of empathy for this. Some of you, with that Four of Wands, you may still have some coexisting partnership, co-parenting. If there was kids involved, there could be something that allows you to move on, but you have some form of coexist. And that would kind of make sense with the Justice and the Judgment. It's a fair outcome. It's something that resolves in a peaceful way. So maybe for some of you, your level of involvement or coexisting with someone could be the case. This could be a breakup with a business as well. It doesn't have to be a love affair. It could be something Maybe some of you had some of those legal issues with a business partner, and maybe there's another way that you coexist, but you no longer are in that business, let's say. All right, I hope that helps, guys. Have a great day, Virgo, and I will see you soon. Take care.